Hello, everyone. Today we are going to take our little mini flow outdoors and see if we can enjoy the fresh air as we do a little bit of our movement. So gather what you need for your practice today. If you need some blocks or if you need your pillows, your bolsters, or your books, whatever you need, bring them along with you. If you have a water bottle, if you need to take some breaks, take your breaks. And we're going to try this outdoors. So as you can see, I'm wearing a little bit of a microphone. I have it tucked here into my shirt, so hopefully it will really work out really well. And please let me know if you like this type of idea. So I'll give you a few minutes or a few seconds to kind of get all your stuff together, and we will meet at the front of our mat, getting ready to start our practice in mountain pose. So as you can see, I've taken my blocks with me just in case I might need them. I'm not sure if I'm going to need them or not, but I always like to have them handy just in case. So let's come to somewhere closer to the front of our mat, and let's start making those connections. All of those connections that we previously went through in our little video when we described mountain pose. So I'm just going to take a few seconds to kind of ground my feet into the floor. I'm going to start lining up my body as best as I can today. And as I'm taking those few minutes at the beginning of my practice, I'm going to start tuning into my breath as well. So whether you like to look at your feet to set them up, or if you'd like to take your gaze a little bit low, or if you would like to completely close your eyes as you are setting yourself up. Doing the best to stack your entire body in that nice line. Relaxing the shoulders. Seeing if you can release any little bit of tension. We know at the beginning of our practice that releasing all of the intention sometimes is an impossible task. So do the best you can to at least soften yourself up a little bit. Maybe you need to roll your shoulders a little bit. Maybe you need a little bit of a wiggle jiggle side to side. And I always like to close my eyes, but if you're not feeling safe to close your eyes for whatever reason, you can keep them open. I'm just going to do the best I can with what I've got going on today. Am I going to align myself 100% perfectly? Probably not. But I'm at least going to take those few breaths at the beginning of practice to see if I can bring my awareness to this space. Bring my awareness to my mat. And today we're outside, so I might even bring my awareness to the sounds that are here. There's a little bit of a wind. Maybe going to hear some birds. So we'll take about 5 or 6 more breaths here to prepare for our movement. And remember, your cycle of breath might be a little faster than mine. So if you're only taking 2 or 3, that's fine. Perhaps you're taking even more. Maybe you're taking 10 breaths to settle in. So it's just a moment of 2 just to bring ourselves here. And sometimes that audible exhale might even help you root into the floor even more. I'm going to ground my toes, my heels. Maybe tune into my breath. Maybe I can hear it. Maybe I can't. One more cycle of breath here in our mountain pose. A nice big inhale in through the nose. Exhaling the breath out. Soften the gaze if your eyes are closed. And let's take our first inhale, taking our arms up over the head or as high as you can, possibly looking up just slightly. And as you exhale, take the hands down back by your sides. Once more like that. Inhale, lifting, expanding. Exhaling, releasing the arms down. Once again, inhaling, lifting, exhaling, lowering. Inhale, arms go up overhead, expand the spine, lift. And this time as you exhale, fold forward from your hips. Soften the knees enough to get those hands to the floor, maybe fingertips, maybe palms. Take that inhale to come up to your flat back. Hands push into the legs so that your shoulders can roll back and you can open up your collarbone. Take an extra breath here, inhaling, and as you exhale, fold forward, fingertips touch the floor. Once again, inhaling up to the flat back. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale up to a standing position. First one, we'll just ragdoll ourselves. So the knees will be soft. I'm just going to slowly unroll my spine to come up to a standing position. At the very top, roll the shoulders back, open up the collarbone, and the head comes up last. And I'm going to take 1 or 2 breaths here just to reset. You might even find that you need to change the foot position, reevaluate where you started. And let's continue. Inhale, arms reach up, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale up to the flat back. Exhale, hands come to the floor. Remember, you can use your blocks here. We're going to step our left foot back with our inhale and drop the back knee. Inhale to lift just the torso. Your hands can come to the waist or your thigh, just for our first one. We'll take an extra breath here. Inhaling to get a little bit longer in the spine. Exhaling. Inhale. And as you exhale, hands come to the floor. Lift the back knee. Step forward. Inhale up to the flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale to a standing position. Maybe with this round, you take your arms up over the head. And release the hands back down to the side. Exhaling. Inhale, arms reach up. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up to the flat back. Exhale, fingertips to the floor or blocks. Inhale, right foot steps back. Drop the back knee. And with your inhale, lift that torso. Hands come to the waist or to your thigh. An extra full cycle of breath here. Inhaling, trying to lengthen out that spine. Get a little taller. Exhaling. Once more, inhale. And as you exhale, fold, bring the hands to the floor. Lift the back knee. Step forward. Inhale up to the flat back. Exhale. Inhale to a standing position. Maybe the arms reach up overhead. And as you exhale, just release the hands back down to the side. Another cycle of breath here, just to reset. Taking a nice deep inhale, filling up. Exhale, release. Adding on. Inhale, arms reach up or as high as you can. As you exhale, dive forward to your forward fold. Inhale up to the flat back. Exhale, fingertips to the floor. Inhale, left foot back. And if you need to drop the back knee, go ahead. But if you think you can, keep that back knee lifted. Ground through that front foot and the back toes. As you inhale, the torso up towards the sky. Keeping the hands down low, maybe on your waist, maybe on your thigh for a little bit of support. And once again, a full breath here. Taking a nice deep inhale. Open up the collarbone. Exhale. Inhaling. And as you exhale, hinge forward. Hands come to the floor for a little bit of support. Step forward to your forward fold. Inhale up to your flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale to your standing position. Hands reach up if they can. And as you exhale, hands release down by your sides. Inhale, reach up with the arms. Lengthen the spine. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the floor, blocks. Inhale, reach that right foot back. Again, if you need to drop the back knee, go right ahead. If you think you can, keep the back knee lifted. As you inhale, the torso up, top of the head towards the sky. Hands to the waist or your thigh. Let's take a full cycle of breath here. Feel steady. Get supported by the ground. Inhale. And as you exhale, hinge forward, hands to the floor. Step forward to your fold once again. Inhale up to your flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale to a standing position. Arms reach up. Exhale, release the hands down by your sides. Inhale, reach, get long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands touch something. Inhale, left foot back. Set up your lunge. Inhale, torso lifts. And this round, let's take the hands up overhead. Remember, where's comfortable for your shoulders? And as we take our breaths here, can you straighten out that back leg just a little bit more? Still being soft in the shoulders. Feeling secure, steady. Breathing. Deep inhales. Releasing in your exhale. Once more, big inhale. And as you exhale, hinge forward. Take those fingertips to the floor. Step that back foot forward into your forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand. Reach. Exhale, hands by your sides. Inhale, reach the arms up. Get long. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot steps back. Set up your feet. Inhale, lift the torso. Ground into the floor. With your inhale, if you'd like, raise the arms up towards the sky. Keep those shoulders soft. Choose the modification that suits best for you. Something that's going to keep you sturdy, secure, keeping the breath smooth as best as you can. Are you holding tension, or are you just nice and strong? Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, hinge forward. Fingertips to the blocks or floor as you step forward to your forward fold once again. Inhale up to the flat back. Exhale. Inhale to a standing position. Arms can reach up. Arms come back down to your side. Let's go one more time. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up to your flat back. Exhale, fingers to the floor. Inhale, left foot back into your lunge position. Inhale the torso, maybe the arms come up right away. Use your exhale to feel nice and sturdy into the ground. Feel how it supports you. Make any adjustments to soften, to allow that breath to flow nice and smoothly, freely. Inhale, and as you exhale, hands to the floor. Step the back foot forward into your forward fold. Inhale up to your flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale to a standing position. Reach the arms if it's comfortable for you. And as you exhale, hands back down to the sides. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fingertips to the floor. Inhale, right foot back, set up your lunge. As you inhale, lift the torso. Maybe the arms come right up with you. Maybe not. Use your exhale to feel nice and grounded. Where can you soften as you continue breathing? What suits you best right now? Maybe a different modification from the other side. Are you breathing? Inhale. And as you exhale, dive forward, fingertips to the floor. Step that back foot forward, forward fold. Inhale up to your flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale to a standing position. And this time, let's bring the palms together above the head. And with our exhale, let's bring our hands down through heart center. Let's take 1 or 2 breaths here. Feel supported in our feet. Maybe shifting the weight. Celebrating that our standing position was successful. Celebrating that our lunges were successful. With whichever modification you needed today. One more cycle of breath here. A nice big, deep inhale. And as you exhale, release the hands. As gracefully as you can, soften the knees so much that you can get the fingertips down to the floor so that you can come into a kneeling position with one leg and then the other. I'm just going to move my blocks out of the way just in case you can't see. So we'll set up for our tabletop position. And again, if you're uncertain what you need today, just play around with what feels good. I'd still like to get my hands underneath my shoulders. I'd still like to get my knees underneath my hips as best as I can. As I set up what's best for me for our cat-cows today, finish your exhale. See if you can find that neutral spine. Engage the belly. And then with the inhale, open up the collarbone, lift the tail. And then as you exhale, tuck the tail under as you round your spine up towards the sky. Tip the tail first as you inhale, rolling forward, opening up the collarbone, wrapping those triceps towards your waist, maybe gazing forward, maybe having your eyes closed. As you exhale, round your back up into your cat position. Twice more like that. Inhaling, open up the front side of the body. And as you exhale, lift the back side of your body up towards the sky. And because that just feels so good, I'm going to do one more. Inhale, cow position. Exhale, cat position. Come to a neutral spine. And then you can either come to sit on your heels, you can stay upright in your hero's position, or if you'd like to take a few breaths in your child's pose. I'm going to take my knees a little wider. And as I hinge forward into my child's position, I'm going to use my hands, and I'm going to stack up my fists, and I'm going to rest my head. And in my child's position, I'm giving my back an opportunity just to kind of curve and relax. Just in case any of those standing lunges wreaked any havoc. Maybe I'm feeling super tight, and that simple lunge little sequence was not so simple for me. So I just want to take a breath or two. I like a little bit of movement in my child's pose, just to settle in, and then I can soften. And I won't be here for very long, but I do want to take a few breaths here. And I'm going to use my inhale to lift my torso nice and gentle, nice and slow. If my knees are wide, I'm going to bring them in a little closer. And then I'm going to decide how I'm going to finish my practice. Is it going to be in our child's pose, in our hero's pose? Am I going to roll down onto the floor, on my back into Shavasana? I'm going to sit on my block. I'm going to come to a sit position. And we are going to take a little bit of extra time here. So find something that's going to be pretty comfy for you. So we do want to give our bodies a little bit of time, an opportunity to relax. So if you know that Shavasana is the pose for you, then by all means, onto the back. So I have a nice breeze coming through here, and I'm going to enjoy it in a sit position. So again, as I'm setting up for whichever position I have chosen for today, I want something that's going to be comfortable, somewhere where I can see if I can relax even a little bit more. So in my sit position, I'm going to find what's suited for me. I'm going to sit as tall as I can without exerting too much energy. And as you settle into whatever you've chosen, see if you can close your eyes. You may not feel comfortable doing that, but at least soften the gaze. It allows for your mind to relax. It doesn't have the distractions of you looking at something. It lets you tune in to the inner self. Perhaps closing your eyes allows your mind's eye to see things. Whether it's that little scan that you'd like to do, whether it's being happy that we've linked a few things together in a very simple little mini flow. Maybe your body is celebrating the movement because you've been sitting around for far too long. And our movement doesn't have to be an extended length of time. It doesn't have to be strenuous. It can be very simple. But whatever my movement was, I still want to take a breath or two to celebrate the fact that I've done something good. Movement is good for my body. I've done myself a self-service. It's like self-care, self-love. Don't feel that it's wasted time. We spoil ourselves in the simplest things. Just this little bit of movement outdoors for me is definitely going to put me in a better mood. I like the sunshine. I like the warmth. And I'm just going to enjoy it for a few breaths. Maybe I feel that the movement loosened up something in my body. Maybe something in my legs loosened up. Maybe something in my low back. Maybe my shoulders. Or simply something in my mind has loosened up. So as I try to soften even more, somewhere in my body that's sticky. Don't think of all the numerous sticky spots. Find one, pick one, and see if you can soften it ever so gently. Thank yourself for doing something good for yourself. It's simple, but it works. We'll take 5 or 6 more breaths here, listening to your sound, the sounds around you in your space. Without moving just yet, start to deepen your breath. If you faded off, bring the awareness back into your space. If you are lying down on your back, start the process of awakening up your body and bringing yourself up to your sit position. Taking your time, don't come up too fast, don't rush the process. And if you're sitting already, just take a few extra breaths while we wait for anybody who was in Shavasana. Remember taking those gentle movements so that your body can still enjoy the benefit of your movement practice today. We're always in a rush to get going with the rest of the day. But taking it nice and slow and gentle is not going to hurt you. And that extra minute that it takes really is well worth it. So once you come to your sit position, find your cross-legged or whatever works best for you. And we'll take a group or a breath in, and I'm going to use my arms to gather the energy that I've created around me, and I'm going to bring my hands to my heart center. You can choose whichever hand position works best for you. As I take one more breath in, celebrating the fact that I've done something good for myself. And as you exhale, release the last bit of tension. And as we finish our little mini flow today, if you are comfortable with the idea of bringing your thumb up to your third eye, your forehead area, I thank you for joining me. We honor the divine light that is within each and every one of us. Namaste. So thank you everyone for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of movement. I hope you enjoyed my little space here. By all means, you can let me know in the comments if you'd like to see videos from here again, or I might try some different spaces around my home. This is my backyard. It's got a few things that I enjoy. My hammock, I enjoy. So once again, thanks for joining me, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.